Hi, and welcome to this session of Vann Sheridan's Video Legal Pad. My name is James Vann, and today we're going to be talking about giving advice or counsel on buying or selling small businesses. Quite often when people are thinking about buying or selling their business, we get a whole host of questions, and we're going to try to answer some of those in this session. Some of the things to think about is the team of professionals that you would want to have around you at the table in thinking about on the purchase or the sale of that business. Quite frankly, you generally would want to have a CPA involved and have an attorney involved and possibly a banker at some point or some form of the financial folks around to think about where the cash is either coming from or where it's going to be going to. So quite often we help folks in thinking about the very initial part of the process, the first steps, and generally that includes drafting of the non-disclosure agreements and the confidentiality agreements so that there can be a process of information going back and forth between the buyer and the seller to make a determination of what the business is about, the value of the business, who are the key players, the key accounts, and so forth. So having a non-disclosure and having a document that says this is how the documents will exchange and the information exchanges back and forth is very helpful. Then if there's a letter of intent that needs to be drafted or considered, quite frankly we get involved with that letter of intent. Then we help the clients determine at that point what the next step is and where the next stage is. Some of that is negotiating the sale or the purchase, what those terms and conditions look like, who are the major players in the sense of the employees, whether they stay, whether they go, how is that handled, what kind of entity is it that would be handling the purchase if it's going to be a purchase of a business. Is it an asset sale or is it a stock purchase? All of those are issues that are quite frankly very common in a sale or purchase, and sometimes looking over those issues if the person has not been dealing in this type of environment before can be overwhelming, but taking bites of it at a time certainly makes it a little bit easier to handle. Also knowing the financing that's involved, that is where the money's coming from, how is the purchase going to be taken care of, the purchase price, is there outside funding coming in? Sometimes we're able to help match up the buyer and outside funding options, and also considering the tax saving strategies. And quite frankly, that's really where we want the CPA involved. We know the legal side of it, but having someone in on the CPA side to give great tax advice is very helpful. That gives you just a little bit of information to think about, because it's one of those things, knowing more information is very helpful, and again, having small bites of the apple generally helps that process go a lot smoother. We hope today's session has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Thank you so much.